When students elect their leaders, they are happy. But one of the happiest moments is when they see the induction ceremony, when they see their newly elected leaders, being inducted into office, and they become very, very happy. So today we're bringing you something extraordinary, induction ceremony where students wear their kente cloth, to show their Africanness and their Ghanaianness. This is Campus Titbits, and on Campus Titbits, we bring you stories that are actually happening on campuses across the African continent. Sometimes we move out of the continent to bring you diasporan stories from countries outside Africa. And today we're talking about student leadership as well as student politics. And then we are in Ghana. I'm going for a break. When I come back, we start the process.
Dictates of the SRC Constitution. To the dictates of the SRC Constitution. And suffer the penalty for it. And suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. So help me God.
You're welcome back to Campus Titbits on Interco Africa. As I already explained, we are today dwelling on students' leadership as well as students' politics. And it's not out of the way because most of the national politicians started from school. Some way back in the senior high schools, and others too nurtured their talents in the tertiary institutions. So we need not downplay or underestimate the role that campus politics do to people's talent and then their future. We are on the campus of the University of Energy and Natural Resources in Sunyani, the capital of the Bono region, and we are bringing you the induction ceremony of the newly elected executives of the Students Representative Council. And it was a scene to behold. You see students wearing their kente cloth to actually, represent Africa as well as Ghana. Let's watch this video.
Master Abe Gideon and Graham Bright, SRC president for the 2024.
So the induction ceremony for the newly elected executives of the SRC at the University of Energy and Natural Resources happened at the Regional Center for Energy and Environmental Sustainability Auditorium. So that is where the induction ceremony happened, and it actually happened on the Friday, 15th of March, 2024. That day was, a special day on the campus where students thronged the auditorium to see how the people, the students they voted for will be inducted, as leaders. And it is pride when you see someone you voted for win election, and then people want to be part of the swearing in ceremony, to show their love for their candidates. Well, so the Chief Justice of the Students Representative Council, he did the swearing in, his name is Jones Bati. He is the Chief Justice of UNES SRC. Yes, as the country has its Chief Justice, yes, students also have their Chief Justice. And on the campus of UNES, it is Jones Bati who actually ushered the new executives into office.
Interco Africa, connecting schools.
So present at the ceremony was the Vice Chancellor for UNE, Professor Elvis Asari-Bediako, and he spoke at the event. Delivering his speech at the ceremony, the Vice Chancellor emphasized his open door policy to student leadership. He told the student leadership that his doors and that of his leaders at the university are always open. Students should go and ask questions and demand answers to things bothering them. That is not the only thing the Vice Chancellor said. He also congratulated the new leaders and assured them that he's going to work hand in hand with them to let the university reach the success it needs to reach. Let's watch the Vice Chancellor as he spoke his heart out to the students.
And I also admonish you to work closely with us. I always open my doors. I believe in leadership, where we reduce the power distance. I don't sit there as a Vice Chancellor and I'm not happy. I'm always close to you. I always open my doors to you. So I want to assure you, my doors are open. So whatever concern that you have, with the support of the kingdom, then office, one way together.
So after the swearing in, the president for the newly elected SRC executives at the University of Energy and Natural Resources also spoke.
The SRC, our most cherished institution, the voice of the student body, has been in this array for the past half year. No one wants to hear the story of how we got to this point again. But our God, who sees us all through, has set things right. We can finally see that our SRC is back on track and that the future of our student body is secure. Praise be to the God Almighty for giving us the strength and the courage to face this challenge and overcome it. Let us celebrate this new beginning. It is a new force, a new Canaan, a Canaan where milk and honey flows. Work together to make our SRC the best it can be. Becoming the Student Representative Council president was always on my mind. I am truly honored to lead in this institution and work towards betterment of our student community. I had no other inspiration than the written preamble of the SRC Constitution, which states, "In the name of the Lord Almighty God, in recognition and pursuit of knowledge, in a spirit of integrity to impact our society, and leadership to safeguard the interests and the basic rights of its members, desirous to establish a well-informed and accountable students for this era, and to enrich our heritage and protect the distinguished principle of probability, veracity, impartiality."
His name is Mr. Gideon Edu. Mr. Gideon Edu. He is the president of the newly elected, leadership of the SRC.
Ntako Africa, connecting schools.
Let me give you some few statistics about this president. The president of the newly elected SRC executives, Mr. Edu, is actually the 10th president of University of Energy and Natural Resources, SRC. He's a computer science student at level 400, and he actually won the election. So a computer scientist is the president of the 2023-2024 Students Representative Council of the University of Energy and Natural Resources. The parents of Mr. Edu were actually at the ceremony to witness their son being inducted as the president of the students' leadership, and they were happy.
Ntako Africa, connecting schools.
So today we brought you students' leadership and politics, and we brought you the induction ceremony of the newly elected SRC reps of the University of Energy and Natural Resources in Sunyani, the capital of the Bono region. Until I meet you, my name is Yao P. Yao, and this is Campus Titbits on Ntako Africa. Cheryl, Miss Pa.
Ntako Africa, connecting schools.